When we think of the internet, our children's education is not the first thing that comes to mind, but in fact, the internet is proving to be a valuable tool for educators. Unfortunately, with shrinking budgets, educators are not gaining access to these valuable tools that are taking classrooms into the 21st century. Here to tell us about it is Cathy Cruzan from Funds for Learning and Knezek from the International Society for Technology in Education. Good morning.
Good morning.
Thank you so much for being here. Great topic to talk about. Don, let me start with you. How important is the internet to education today?
Well, it's extremely important, actually, and it's becoming more important as we go. For one thing, we have a lot of experiences now for children to learn concepts and to practice concepts and to do social projects and work. So having access to the internet really is becoming the new standard for how well a student can function in the school system, how well they can build their skills. It's extremely important, and the opportunities for learning are tremendous.
They really are. And let me ask you something. With school budgets so tight, and we read about this every single day, I mean, the newspaper, the TV, it's always talking about it. Where do you get the funding? Well,
that's a good question. There are a number of places, obviously, but what many schools are having to do is look to programs that support them in the whole area of telecommunications, and then also repurposing some of the funding that they've used in one way in previous years to now online and digital opportunities.
Okay, Cathy, let me bring you in. Tell me about the programs that are actually out there.
One of the primary sources of funding specifically for internet access for technology is the E-rate program. The E-rate program is available. Schools across the nation can apply for it as long as they're supporting K through 12 students. So
I've never really heard of E-rate, you saying?
It's E-rate.
Tell me about it, because that's something that's new to me.
It's new, well, if you're paying for a telephone service right now yourself, if you've got a cell phone or a home phone, you're actually paying into this program. There's about $2.25 billion a year that are available for schools to apply. And what it does is it gives them discounts on services like their internet service or their phone service.
Excellent. Now, you were talking about public schools. Can private schools also apply for this kind of funding?
Private schools can apply, and even charter schools. And we see a growing number of charter schools applying each year.
All right. And Don, how does something like this program help schools? I mean, have you seen the benefit?
Sure we have. It ranges widely from Vail, Arizona, where they've gone not only textbook free, but they've gone paperless. And so their experiences, their information, their exchanges are completely digital. And so having quality connectivity is absolutely critical in that situation. But also, I mean, I returned to the elementary school I went to, and it's a rural, small school, and I had almost no opportunity to do any authentic research until I got a driver's license and could drive to a university library. In third grade, I saw students doing more significant research than I did when I was a junior and senior in high school. Wow. So it's really exciting.
And I can only imagine the benefits that we'll see in the future as a result of something like this. Would you agree, Don?
Absolutely, no question.
Cathy, last question for you. How can parents, you know, I have a 7-year-old and I have a 9-year-old, and they haven't really been exposed too much to the internet, and that's probably my fault. I've kind of kept them away from it. I'm not too crazy about it. I think they're a little bit too young. However, I know the benefits and I see the future, and that's really the future. How can we get involved to, you know, to help with this program?
As a parent, you want to know that there is a funding source available that is connecting students to the internet like it was designed to do. And the other thing you can do is verify that your school's actually applying for it. You can come to our website, which is fundsforlearning.com, and check and ask for a funding snapshot of your school to see if they're applying. If your school is applying, you can email your congressional representative and encourage them to increase the fund. The demand on these funds is double what's available.
Excellent. I can really see the benefit, and it's a great program. Thank you so much to both of you.
Thank you.
And for sharing something that I didn't even know about. Appreciate it. And if you want more information on schools and using the internet for effective education, just go to fundsforlearning.com.